this battle? I don't remember the order. Okay. Up. You ready, man?
Believe so.
Alright. Hey everybody, Izzy Craze 365 here, and welcome back to more of the Kingdom Hearts 2 story. When last we left off, we just had completed the Pride Lands, and now Simba has been named the King of Pride Rock.
Roar.
Roar, indeed. With me this time around, we have...
Scribbled Slate.
Hey, Scribbles. So last time a couple of things happened. By virtue of beating the Pride Lands, we now have not only the Pain and Panic Cup, but also the Cerberus Cup. I believe those are the first two tournaments here at Olympus. Not worth doing yet. We want to wait till we get at least 3 tournaments down. The third one gives us good rewards. The first 2 is just synthesis stuff that we can't use anyway yet. I'm pretty sure the reason why we have a Hollow Bastion symbol here is because of Winnie the Pooh. We now have 2 torn pages. Again, we want at least 4 pages for what we're getting there to be worthwhile. And Atlantica, we have songs. Right now we have the first song and we have the second song because we have Magnet Element. Once we get 5 drive gauges, the third song will be available. I forget what the 4th and the 5th one is, but I'm gonna ignore those for now, and we're gonna head over to Twilight. Yeah, no, there's no point in doing them yet. Like, the rewards we get are kind of minor, and they don't overall help us, at least not yet. The same thing with the tournaments. Like, one of the tournaments you're only allowed to use limits, and they cost less MP. Another you're only allowed to use drives. You really just want to wait till you get good limits. Like, we have Sora's Trinity limit, but we also want to wait till
Did Hollow Bastion get repositioned on the map?
No. This is Twilight. It's always exactly where it is. Everything builds around it. Oh.
Okay, well, I was just confused because I thought that Twilight Town connected to Hollow Bastion directly.
It does.
But it looked like when you're going toward it, it like connected to a branch that went to Disney Castle.
Sounds like we've got trouble.
It does. The original link between the two worlds was a straight line because it was first there. Then Twilight Town disappeared. So if anything, Twilight Town repositioned itself. Or the route repositioned itself. Alright. Oh, this person should have all the equipment we've ever seen. I never bought a fire bangle?
Did you just have one?
No. Or Thundaras.
I thought you had one when you were going through. Maybe you have a fire bangle instead of a fire bangle.
I do not. Oh, no, I do have one, yeah. Alright, let's take a quick... Oh, can I get up here? I cannot. Unless the tram's running. Is that the synthesis shop? Accessories. Boom, boom. Got that, got that, got that. Got that. Don't have a technician's ring. I would have swore I put a technician's ring. Aquamarine ring. Platinum ring. Well, these are the 2 things I was going to buy. But I don't have enough money for these. I'll probably end up buying these at Hollow... Oh, the cart is here. Convenient. Damn it, Sora. You're useless. No, no, no. Crap, 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 crap. Okay. I clearly need double jump. That's all there is to that. I have all the maps here. I'm missing a ton of puzzle pieces. How many treasure chests do I have? I'm missing 1 puzzle piece, or 1 treasure chest. I know exactly where that is, too. Come back here, you stupid trolley! Oh yeah, well now that this thing's running, I can pretty much get to whatever I need to.
Yeah.
Oh, AP boost. What the heck? Okay, that sticker was not there last time that I'm seeing off in the distance. Or maybe it was. That's not what I wanted. Oh, Hero's Crest. Yeah. Abilities. Sora. Sora's got 5 abilities. Okay, Counter Guard or Summon Boost. I think Summon Boost. And now that we're back in here, Valor Form is maxed out. Wisdom Form needs 37 more enemies killed. Summons are maxed.
Dad. Yeah. 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 Ha.
I'm gonna try for this thing one more time. Got it. Well, this is a lot easier than I remember it being. Look at Donald and Goofy. Run, you fools! Frontier puzzle piece. That's good to have. Alright, we need to head to the Sandlot now. Which is down here. Come on, Donald. Come on, Goofy. Seviper's down here. Spider! Again, folks, if anybody's watching and you have any questions or comments about the Kingdom Hearts game, series, franchise, etc., mechanics from a game, or, you know, questions about what's going on, feel free to ask me. I have a wealth of knowledge as to Kingdom Hearts. For example, these guys have been attacked by nobodies. I am aware of this because it looks like they've been attacked, because they're on the ground. And those things dancing around looks like nobodies. Defeat all... This doesn't really feel like a...
Feel like a what?
Oh gosh, Berserkers! And he's dead. Oh, no.
I forget. Are Berserkers, is the nobody technically the sword and the suit is empty, or is it actually,
And that heal apparently didn't. Here we go. Time to berserk. Eclipse!
Magnestor?
Oh wait, what the hell am I doing?
Let's go.
They deflect you a lot.
Yes, they do. Donald's... This is how you get them. As soon as you get one of the hammers, you're like a magnet for all of them.
Oh, really? I thought it was only the one that you
No,
stole the
all
hammer
of them. Oh, and he got out of it. Yeah, I was gonna go into wisdom form, but then I realized...
You realized what?
that these are nobodies, not heartless.
Yeah, but it's... yeah, I guess in terms of leveling, but...
Also, sorry folks, I need to pause for a second. It's telling me that the battery in my controller is a little low. And we can't have that going on.
That would be unfortunate.
Oh, Donald.
Pass out again.
Yeah, no, we're done with your BS there, Berserker. Berserkers are annoying when they come in mass and with other nobodies.
Impressive.
This would be Syax.
By the way, have you seen a man named
Because
Axel?
Berserkers are
I
his
expect
deal.
he's here somewhere.
Like I care.
You see, Axel's no longer acting in our best interest.
Is he with the organization too?
Axel isn't.
Yes.
This guy clearly is.
Not a very organized organization.
Don't let your guard down. Axel will stop at nothing to turn you into a heartless.
I love the idea
Gee,
here.
thanks for looking out for us, mister.
So
But
Syax
I'm
is
sure
like,
we can take care of ourselves
Axel wants to
just
turn
fine.
Sora into a
Glad
heartless
to hear it.
in the hopes of releasing Roxas.
Axel
That
aside,
he can
But
get
Roxas is
Roxas
still-
as the nobody.
to hear
Yeah, but
something
Roxas
happened
is still
to
not
you.
around.
Hearts? You don't have any hearts.
What do you mean?
Roxas is still
True,
running
we
around.
don't
They
have
haven't
hearts.
remerged.
But
Oh?
we remember
Yeah.
what it was like.
That's
That's
why
what
Roxas
makes us
and Sora
special.
are very unique.
What do you mean?
We know very well how to
Hmm.
injure a heart. Sora, you just keep on fighting those heartless.
I love how
Let's jump in after him.
How come?
I'm not sure, but maybe he'll lead us to the organization's world.
Don't be reckless. Do you want to end up like Riku?
What?
just fade into the darkness, Syax, after saying that most ominous thing. Riku!
Hey! Wait!
How Syax
What did
got
he
that
mean?
scar, I believe that's
End up
actually
like
explained
Riku?
in Birth by Sleep. And Syax is
How about you get out of my town now?
S-A-I-X.
You've caused enough trouble.
Scribbles.
Riku.
Yep.
Have it your way. Come on, guys.
Hold it.
Wait, so what was his name before he was a member of the organization?
This
Would it
goes
just
to the
been like
strongest guy
Sai?
in Twilight.
Syax? It was Issa.
Issa. Okay.
Thanks,
I was like,
but
I
we don't really need it.
Sia.
Yeah.
He could have been Sia.
Yeah. Here you go. Have this trophy. The strongest guy gets it. Wait, what? So,
Oh, Sora! Pence, right? Do you know a girl named Kyrie? Kyrie?
okay.
I sure do.
I'm just gonna put
Then
my
you better come to
controller.
the station.
I love Kyrie! I mean, yeah, I know a girl named Cypher's Trophy. It's not even called the Struggle Tournament Trophy. With 4 decorative crystal orbs. This is where plot happens, guys. Oh. And another, silhouette. So this one is the Berserker Sword, which is, oh god, I can't remember his name. It's not Larzine, it's the dude with red hair that's the Berserker. He's the other guard of Hollow Bastion along with Zaldin. He's the the hammer sword. Station Plaza. Sure. Upset. Quiet, you Final Fantasy wannabes.
Also, what's with the... What
Skateboard.
is that floating thing?
That is an absent silhouette. So all the characters that were killed off in Chain of Memories, that is their data. And you can fight them in Kingdom Hearts 2 by going into those. And then if you beat them, you get a synthesis material item as well as the recipe for their specialized equipment. So for example, the Berserker dude has a sword. I believe that becomes... You get a sword-shaped piece of armor accessory. And like all of their equipment is really good. Oh, here's where the other one was. This is the synthesis shop, I believe. Wance's item shop. What do you sell here? Oh, junk.
Okay.
Honestly, it might be worth it to, now that I think about it, because the nice thing is, the Lightning Assassin girl, she gives a armor accessory that gives you MP Rage, which is unheard of. You never get armor that gives you an ability.
These also would have been things that were added in the...
Yes, this is exclusive to the Final Mix.
Okay.
And then if you beat them, you
So
can fight
how
them
do you
again in
guys
the
know
Cave of
Kyrie?
Ordeals. After you get to the very end, which is a bear to get to it. You need to have all of your limit your drives maxed out just to have the movement abilities to even try to get into the final room. And then from there, you need to have like very precision glide and double jumping.
Kyrie
to
was
get there.
really here?
Yeah. And she said she was looking for you.
So check out what's on
Where she
Kyrie's
is.
bag, everybody,
Well,
if you can see it.
What a romantic story.
If you stick around, Sora's bound to show up.
Oh,
Yeah,
she told
he
the
said
love
he's
story of
coming
how the
back.
two of them met.
Okay.
Do you
What
see?
took you so long, Kyrie?
Do you see what's on her bag?
I'm trying. Delay's killing
Somehow,
me.
I just knew you'd be here.
Like, I want to guess it's Oathkeeper
I tell you,
keychain, but
Kyrie,
probably not, because I think
You've
that's...
got a lot
Nope.
of guts.
It's a
jumping
ribbon.
right into the darkness like that.
Nice try, hater. It's just a ribbon. So you want to know?
Just a ribbon.
Let go of me.
The ribbon is the best defensive item in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Gives a ton of defense, and I think it's like 25% immunity to everything.
Sounds right.
All the elemental. So I love how in Kingdom Hearts 3, I've seen one trailer where it's Kairi and Lee talking to each other, and they're very good friends. Lee is Axel's original form, by the way.
Kyrie.
Oh, and this is where we gained one of the
think
better
it might have
Keyblades in the
been
game.
Axel?
Of course it was Axel.
sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault.
Yes, it is.
Come on,
It's
cheer
complete.
up.
It's their fault.
Like I can even say that.
Sora.
I gotta help Kyrie.
Oh no, you lost your balls.
That was close.
This looks familiar, doesn't it, Sora? So Roxas did this exact same thing earlier in the game.
Yep. That's actually one of the things I remember from my play. Because he wanted to, he wanted to make sure that his team actually got part of the trophy too.
Yes. And Goofy has the exact same color as Sora, which means Sora and Goofy are the same person.
Oh wait, right, because there was the one from
Yes,
the,
from the digital one.
money bag.
Yes.
Sora?
Sora, are you okay?
Huh?
Oh, poor Donald.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Shine, shine, shine.
I'm also just having that moment where I'm wondering,
What?
like, did anyone else notice Sora kind of fade into someone else, or was that purely for
That was,
audience's benefit?
that was purely for our benefit, and maybe a slight flashback for Sora in his mind. Because again, him and Roxas are connected. And they have a link, which is, again, Sora's shtick. His is the heart that connects all people around. And even though Roxas is a nobody who doesn't have a heart, they're still connected.
What just happened?
A new
A
road
new
is...
road is open.
Oh god.
And
Oh
Kyrie
no, I'm
and
just
Riku
confusing
are
myself
waiting
now.
somewhere along.
What?
So hold on.
hurry,
If
man.
Roxas is
You coming
just
back?
nobody, what happened
Promise.
to Ventus's heart?
See, that's where the confusion comes in. And hopefully Kingdom Hearts 3 clears up. There we go. We finally got Oathkeeper. And it's important because it gives us drive boost, which lets us stay into our drive forms a lot longer.
Yeah, Oathkeeper is one of my favorite.
And we got
Keyblades,
and
that's
we got
because
limit
it
form.
works with
Access
all.
limit form alone with the help of friends far away. Oh, so technically you're fusing with Kairi and Riku? I actually never figured that one out before. Alright, so there's two things we can do now, folks. We can continue on with the plot, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Here comes Sayax.
I passed on the message as you so desired.
But when we decide to actually go
I
fight the
told Leon
Colosseum
Sora to keep defeating the Heartless.
and the others, we're probably going to level up limit form in the same way we leveled up
Not
Valor
only
form
have you the power
with that one
to
mushroom.
inflict pain, you also have the power to plant seeds of doubt in one's receptive heart.
This is important. This is an interesting ability Sayax has.
Sora will soon begin to doubt himself.
And when we get to the
It
end of
will
this
cause
game,
him to hesitate.
hesitate.
And that hesitation will turn to anger. That anger will fuel him to get rid of his apprehension.
I'm stopping to talk because this is kind of important.
He will pave the way for the future we desire.
There's something I've meant to ask.
About Axel.
So,
The poor
Issa
fool.
and Lee were two very good
How long
friends.
will he keep chasing the illusion of friendship?
They kept
Red only, blue
when he
only.
himself lacks
Pretty much.
emotion, trying so hard to retrieve what
and
he
they
has
ended up
lost,
joining the organization at the
when it
same
may
time.
never have
Syax is
existed
number 7,
in the
Axel is
first
number
place.
8.
He deserves nothing more than our pity.
But what this guy, number 1, Xemnas, aka Xehanort, was talking about right there is if Sora starts hesitating, not only is he in this game going to be leading down by collecting hearts and furthering the organization's goals, but also the Xehanort organization, if Sora has got darkness in his heart...
King, Riku, and now I've lost Kairi again, too.
Yes, you have. You've lost everyone, Sora. Start hesitating. If he has darkness in his heart, he's going to start going down the path which will allow him to become one of Xehanort's vessels of darkness, which we see in Dream Drop Distance. And surprisingly and shockingly in Dream Drop Distance, Sora almost falls. Like, you lose control of Sora at one point in one of the levels, and you get to play exclusively as Riku, which never happens. You have to constantly drop between the two and switch.
Does Riku save him?
Riku shows up, and it's in that room with all the 13 seats, and there are the 13 Xemnases from different points in the timeline, people who he has taken over their bodies and minds by putting a piece of his soul in the body, and the 13th seat is Sora. Riku and the other Keyblade wielders, so Donald and Goofy aren't Keyblade wielders, but they're there. Axel shows up, Kairi shows up, Mickey shows up. They all are there, and they get Sora out of there before they can do anything to him. But that makes Sora fail his Mark of Mastery exam, and it lets Riku pass. So Riku in Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be the Keyblade Master, but Sora is still just a wielder. He has not attained the rank of Master, and from what we know of the first game, he technically wasn't even originally slated to have a Keyblade. His Keyblade
At all.
At all. There's more of that, which I will explain in Birth by Sleep, but it's a lot to unpack right here, right now, especially when we're in the middle of a cutscene.
Don't be sad.
That's
right.
You know. Why, you're the key that connects everything.
And that line right there, you're the key that connects everything that Goofy just said. He's referring to Sora, not his Keyblade. That's Sora's power. His heart connects everybody together.
So it's all my fault.
Yes, it is all your fault.
Gorge, I didn't mean that. Just do...
You shut up.
I actually tried to see if I could find a copy of Dream Drop Distance
Thanks,
in a
guys.
used game shop today, and I didn't have any.
Oh, okay. So there's a ton of darkness covered in hollow bastions.
It's all covered in darkness. You're right, Chipper.
You better hurry over there and find out right away. Alright, so... Actually, real quick, I'm going to run to Agrabah and level up Limit Form and Valor Form.
Level up what? Limit Form?
Limit Form, yep. Just because I'm probably going to stop the stream and restart it before we go back to Hollow Bastion. Because that's going to be an entire level unto itself. And, and like Pride Lands, I am going to be locked out from being able to access my drives and summons. I actually think I now have the ability to, now I have Limit Form. And I really want to level up Limit Form because I get Dodge Roll. And if I get it up to level 6, I get Lucky Lucky. Like, I got Draw, Lucky Lucky. Get up, and Sora has a new thing. What's he got? Oh, I now have Drive Boost. Allows greater restoration of the drive gauge during MP charge. Take that off, put on Drive Boost, because we're not going to be working on summons right now. And I will put on Flash Step for now.
How do you end up, like, most of the abilities in Limit Form are, like, the ones that you had to activate in Kingdom Hearts 1, right?
That is correct.
How did they,
You'll see.
how do you actually choose between them? Do they just replace your spells?
Pretty much. Oh, and you'll notice here, there's a new thing everywhere. I'll unpack that later.
And limit is, you level it up by using a finishing combo or whatever?
No, you use it by using the stuff that you got, your old abilities. Ragnarok, Arcs Arcanum. I'll show you, don't worry. So notice, right here, limit form, it only takes 3 to level it up to the next level. We've also got a ton for that.
I was about to say, if it's like actually activating abilities, it's hopefully gonna.
You think that, and we're gonna put on Oathkeeper. It's a little bit. Oathkeeper's actually has a nice magic boost.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the thing, but what's its physical stat?
3/3.
That's balanced and excellent.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna save here. We're gonna level up limit form a little bit. I'm assuming it's not gonna take too long. The trick here is going to be we're gonna be running out of magic constantly. And again, I'm only doing this because limit form is going to be the only thing we're going to be able to drive into for this next section in Hollow Bastion. Because we're going to be fighting solo a lot. Alright, so Donald and Goofy still fight with us. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to Sonic Raid it.
Right. This is it. Yeah.
That's 2 things. Notice my clothes changed slightly.
I mean, the nice thing is, like, they give you kind of your old clothes, but they actually made it so they fit you this time.
Yes. I still have 2 bars left, which was fine.
Give me strength. Give me strength.
Oh, do I actually need to do a finishing? Do I need to do the full combo on it? I'm gonna need to check that. If I didn't get any experience, it means I actually need to complete the entire combo, which I wasn't planning.
To say, I thought you were saying before that it was landing a final hit of one of your abilities.
Actually, it should just tell us what it is. No, it should. I thought it was just activating it. All right. Well, we'll unpack it right now because I didn't level up, which means I did something wrong. All right. So let's see. Status. Limit form. Experience. Each limit command finishing move unleashed in limit form. 1 point of experience gained. Okay, so it is a finishing move.
Bummer.
Okay, and our last Arcanum. So Sonic Rave. It's the triangle, costs 60 MP. Last Arcanum costs 75. Strike Raid costs 65. Can be unleashed by pressing triangle after an aerial combo. Zanketsu is a finishing combo on a single target. Ripple Drive, we got that back.
Oh, neat.
Blocks any enemies with guards. And a guard, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so things, Sonic Raid plus 60. Limit command is 75. Strike Raid is 65. And this is 80. So triangle, triangle. Okay, so what was it that I saw there that was Sonic Rave? Sonic. Sonic Rave is the one we want. So we just got to make sure we hit triangle along with the entire thing. We got to do this multiple times. Unfortunately, each time we do this... And the trick here is pretty much drive before we get into a fight. You will never go into anti-form if you drive and there are no enemies around.
Let's go. Yeah. It's over. Right. Yeah. It's over.
Unfortunately, I kind of just need to fly up into space immediately now. That should be 2.
Should be.
Should be.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on if I actually hit the finish. If I didn't, I'm going to get it this following time. But yeah, this is the spot to level these up. Like, this form literally eats your MP like nobody's business. Let's check my status. Okay, yeah, I did get 2. Good to know. I'm gonna drive before I activate it.
Give me strength. Let's go. It's over. Give me strength.
Why does the form seem to take so long to load in, kind of?
It's random number generating. Okay, so now it went from 3 to 6. Which means I gotta do this 3 more times to get to the next level, and it'll probably be like 10. So we're gonna be doing this for a few minutes, folks.
Yeah.
And again, it's a lot easier just doing this than actually doing it in combat.
Especially with the whole, you know, you have to wait for your MP to come back.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. If it wasn't 60 and it was, you know, a lot smaller, they'd obviously have a lot higher numbers. The other thing I could do is I could just throw Aethers at myself.
That would help a lot.
Mm-hmm. But once... this might actually give me enough to get back in there twice. Because when I drive, you're going to notice that I have...
Let's go.
How many bars is it? It's still 4 bars.
Right. Yeah. This is it. Let's go. This is it.
Yeah, I should be able to run back in there. Do one more.
You know, I actually see using Sonic Rave being massively entertaining during Thousand Hearts.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Take this. Let's go. It's over.
I mean, it's going to be my primary way of healing. Is going to be driving in this form. But yeah, as you saw there, I was able to get 4 for just one visit down here because I was able to touch those.
Yeah, that actually worked out a lot, being able to just regenerate your MP while you're doing.
Yeah, because I was able to level up the form once, I was able to get that extra bar, which let me do that. Like Valor form, I should be able to get like 100 hits, no problem, while working on this thing. The trick is I just need to, you know, do all this before I need to remember to trigger this before I turn and I start fighting. Granted, also by doing this and leveling up my stuff,
Light.
I am most likely going to end up. And now I have dodge roll.
Give me strength. Yeah, it's over.
Which is important for the upcoming fights. Dodge roll is invaluable.
Actually, just to check, isn't it supposed to be bound to the same button as speed dash or whatever?
Quick run, yeah, it is.
So how do you do one and not the other?
I believe it is strictly just whether or not I'm in combat or not.
Okay. So wait, you can't speed dash when you're in combat normally?
You can normally because it's the only thing bound to it. It's also the same button that if you're targeting an enemy, you will do a alternate attack versus your X thing. A lot of stuff is targeted to your is keyed to your square button. Kind of like how all the reaction commands are keyed to your triangle.
Okay. Yeah, I mostly remember that you have the blade block or the deflect, whatever you want to call it,
Guard.
then the dodge roll, and then the speed run, and they're all square, if I remember correctly.
Yes, and a bunch of mid-air attacks and finishers once you are in the middle of a combo. So what I think the controller looks for is like if you're running and you're not in combat, it does a quick run. If you're in combat, it'll do a dodge roll. If you're in the middle of a combo, it will do a different attack. Alright, this is time to look at abilities. Limit form! I now have dodge roll level 2. Dodge roll is so good. Tilt the left stick and push to sprint rapidly. Dodge enemies attack. So I guess it's only for attacks. What can I take off? We're just going to take that off, because that gives us a ton of options down here. Oh, and how much do I need to go? Well, I can take it to level 5, apparently. Because Valor form is only at level 4, and I could still level that sucker up.
Right. Let's go. Yeah, this is it. Give me strength. Yeah, this is it.
Run, Sora, run!
Go, go, go!
Let's go. Back off. Let's go. It's over.
I'd almost argue I could go in there for one more hit. Yeah, we got this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get 2 with this, but I could get 1, which means I'm at 5 for each.
Right. Yeah. 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 Back off. Right. Yeah. Take this.
Run, Sora, run! You need to get to the spaceship! Oh, so close! I mean, if I ever miss this and I end up with 0 gauges, I'm just gonna go do the Hollow Bastion thing. Like, that's just what's gonna happen. Eh, Scribbles?
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of go on to the next thing. Or, I mean, you could use one of your items to recover it, but I think that would be a waste of...
Not really. They're pretty easy to make. Especially now, because, like, that recipe set I have at half cost, which is as good as it's ever going to get. It's just I would be wasting stuff that I could otherwise be using elsewhere.
Light. go. Take this.
I'm at 4 bars right now.
Actually, how many levels have we gotten so far?
Well, that's my 4th.
Give me strength. This is it.
Wait, is dodge roll the last one you learned?
Dodge roll you learn. No, I already learned it.
Oh, okay.
But I can level it up. So every 2 levels, it increases.
Okay. Because I saw that this time you got draw instead.
Yes, which is enough. Like, the thing is, Limit Form gives you all the abilities you want. You get draw. Eventually, I will get Lucky, which is something you really want, which is why I'm hoping that if I keep leveling it up, I will get there. Though I think it requires level 6, and I'm pretty sure this is only going to get me to level 5, or allow me to get to level 5. I'm pretty sure to get to level 6, I need to have a Master Form.
Really? It limits you based on other things you...
Yeah. You get the ability to level up your forms more with the more forms you have access to.
That sounds familiar.
That's why...
Because I think otherwise I would have had Valor Form leveled up a lot sooner than I did.
Yeah, that's why...
I had a lot of fun with Valor Form.
Yeah, well, did you remember, like, once we finished Timeless River, I started driving into Valor Form again. Because I could level it up, and that's when we came here, because Agrabah was one of the next stops.
No,
Timeless River got you Wisdom Form, and,
Let's go.
And Wisdom Form let me level up Valor Form further.
It's over.
This is also one of the reasons why Wisdom Form has been kind of, behind, because all the weak Heartless that I would be fighting, which honestly, I should go back into Timeless River and level that up as well right about now, before enemies get more difficult.
Right. Take this. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Back off. Right. Yeah. Take this. Right. It's over.
So Sonic Blade is really the fastest of the options for those moves?
I mean, I could try a few other ones. What was the ability I just got there? I got Draw?
It's the one you got last time you leveled up, anyway.
Mm-hmm. It does cost 3. So I've got 10 more limits left to do. I could try a couple of the other limits. Because we'll just check them out. I've been doing Sonic. I'm pretty sure Sonic is the fastest. But the next cycle, I will exclusively do, I guess, Strike Raids.
I forget which one that is.
You throw the Keyblade.
Oh. Yeah, and it like,
And yeah, if you react it correctly, you can keep throwing it at them and juggling it.
Yep, and it pops back into your hand.
At the end, yeah.
Well, it's less Thor's hammer and more,
Magic.
soul bonded, yeah.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Alright, strike raid.
Light. It's over.
So that's a strike raid.
Let's go. Take this.
It bounces off the terrain.
Actually, that one might have been a little bit quicker than strike raid, and also doesn't. I don't have to get disoriented by figuring out what the hell I am. So yeah.
Oh, like figuring out where your location is?
Yeah, where I'm gonna end up.
Let's go. Take this. Right. Yeah, this is it.
I think it is a little bit slower. I don't think I'm going to be able to get 6 in. I'm only going to be able to get 5.
Yeah, there's that slight wind up as you get the Keyblade back.
Yeah.
I think if you time it right, you can get out a little faster, but I don't think it's overall.
Yeah, take this. Let's go.
Nope, out of time. Oh boy, close, close, close. Whew. And then the last one is, I believe it was Last Arcanum was the option.
Yeah, I find it funny they call it that instead of Ars Arcanum.
It's supposed to be a stronger version of it. I don't remember if Ragnarok was an option. So right now I've done Sonic, which is the circle, and Raid, which is the Sonic Blade, which is circle, Raid, which is square. We'll do Triangle and X are the last two. I forget what they are. I think one of them is actually potions. Like it gives me, which I think, like, just give me the cure spell.
Light. Take this.
Oh, I missed it.
It's over.
Yeah, it's also a lot harder. It actually, like, tries to time you correctly.
Oh, to hit the triggers on it?
Yeah. Alright, I'll try it again. It does do more
then
damage,
actually,
but it won't count as
it's
anything.
also Judgment, which, would that just be Ragnarok with a different...
Take this.
Nope, complete. Alright, let's try Infinity.
Right.
Okay, that was Ragnarok with a different name, Infinity. I guess because Sora is trying to save the world, it's hard, you know, for him to end it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go back to Sonic Blades.
Yeah, probably most efficient in the end.
Let's go. This is it. Right. Back off.
Next level in 3.
Getting there.
I mean, had I actually, you know, correctly done the Arx Arcanum and the Infinity, I would have been fine. But it's okay. Not a big deal. So yeah, this will be Twilight Town and leveling up drives. I'm in anti-form. That's my own fault.
Flew too close to the sun or something.
I was supposed to drive... I'm just going to use an item.
I mean, at least it should make us that hopefully this won't happen during,
Yeah.
during the big event.
Which is exactly where we're going to... Now, you know, we'll go to Timeless River and try to level up Wisdom Form a little bit.
Actually, weren't you just 1 or 2 away from leveling up, Limit the last?
Yes, yes I was. So, with that in mind, I'll probably just get it during the 1,000 Heartless battle. Because I'll be in that form. So not a big deal. So if I do go back there, it's going to be to level up Valor form. Why are we here, folks? Because this is where the weakest enemies are going to show up.
Oh, okay. I forget. Is Thunder just a single bolt now, or is it still an AoE?
It is a single bolt when you are base Sora.
Okay. I was wondering if it could be a rain down destruction on my enemies kind of situation.
It is in Wisdom form, Master form, and Final form. Everything just explodes. Oh god, this thing.
The mushrooms have different dual conditions in different worlds, right?
Yes, they do. This is number 11. You can see from what's on his back. Actually, this would not be a bad one to use on in a Valor form.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, because Valor attacks so freaking fast.
Well, also, Valor is number of hits, so I can literally watch my countdown.
Yeah, man.
Okay, but he disappears after about 30 seconds. Unfortunately, that was one of the areas that was really good originally for leveling up Wisdom form. Darn you, Donald.
Take this.
Okay, and we have enough now for Wisdom form. Or for Valor form. Back to this guy, because he'll be there. Yeah, we will never...
Take this.
I do get a kick out of the poses they start in.
Yep.
It's over. Yeah. It's over.
I was about to say, can you like bounce him up on your terms to get aerial combo out of it? Nah, he falls down too fast.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't. That said, I could do this twice and get like, well, that was a good 50 hits.
56 specifically.
Okay, the problem is I need to wait for him to be on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
When I knock him up.
It's over.
Mhm.
This is it.
Run, Sora! Crap, 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 crap. Through the door! Okay, so just getting through this door gets me out of form. Which is...
Oh, and saves you drive?
Yeah, I'm back at max.
Sweet. Oh, wait. You also didn't have to build up your... Oh, nice.
Yes, no, I didn't have to... Once you can drive once and then get into a cutscene or a world thing like that, it goes back to 4. It goes back to max. Which is a great hack. Like, if you want to gain full drive easy, use a drive recovery for 3, go into wisdom or valor form, and then immediately go to your gummy ship, and then wherever you end up, you will have your full stuff back. Oh my gosh, 357 versus 37. I kind of want to level wisdom a little bit. And again, I'm doing this before enemies show up.
Thunder. Yeah. Oh, Thunder.
We're going to skip right past this guy because he only counts as 1. And head to the wharf, which has a lot more enemies. I'm not getting there. No way I'm getting there. I'm too close to the sun with this one. Oh.
Aw.
Okay, I guess not. I can keep flying really close to the sun.
I mean, you do have the movement boost.
Yeah. Well, the dash is what got me there. Alright, let's see. How many enemies was that? Oh, I get more in 6. Which means we're starting on the wharf, because there's more enemies there. The correct answer is Magnet followed immediately by Thunder.
Give me strength. Gather. Gather.
You played Cuphead on another one of your streams, right?
I played... yes. I never beat it.
Really?
Yes. I'm not good at bullet time, hell.
Okay. I was about to say I actually got a copy from a friend for Christmas, and I'm looking forward to getting through it. Oh, hey, I love that. But I was gonna ask what your thoughts were on, like, old Disney like this versus the Fleischman cartoons that I think a lot of the Cuphead animation was based on.
So I don't mind it. The style of art that really bothers me is the new Netflix stuff. like the Hollow and like She-Ra, which I loved both of those series, but the animation style is what drove me nuts.
Hmm.
Yeah, a magnet.
Gather. Thunder. Gather.
Later, kids. Crap. No! Ah, that burned me.
I didn't make it this time.
I'm not. I was literally undriving as I got through the door because. So the other problem with Wisdom Form is. Yeah.
You skate around and it's hard to place yourself.
Exactly. All right, let's see. Wisdom Form needs 58 more to get to level 5. Level 5. I mean, they're all really close. Do 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 do. I don't think. Did you remember by chance how many enemies I had to kill, or how many I had killed total XP because it just builds on itself?
For wisdom?
Yeah.
I did not count at all. On top of the fact that I think you killed stuff off screen with stuff like thunder, so it was hard to tell.
Well, no. So if you look at when I show you my status, so here, for example, right now, status. 102 is my cumulative experience in Wisdom form. 37 is the cumulative experience in Limit form.
Oh, okay. Would it be better to keep track of the next level or cumulative?
Probably cumulative. So how much did I say I had my wisdom at?
Not sure. I noticed that you had 37 is what you have left there.
So close.
What's the actual trick to beating this one?
That one?
The Mushroom 13 dude. Yeah.
Final form.
Actually?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, because the blades actually like spin around you.
Yes. Also, if you're gliding, if you're gliding innately, you automatically get stuff. All right, so let's see. Status. All right, so remember this. Wisdom, I have 102.
Wisdom 102.
Got it. Ooh, a blazing shard. That's new. What new ability do I have? MP Rage. I need that. I need that badly. Kind of like I need Draw. Like, I kind of just need all my abilities. Alright, so remember 102, okay, Scribbles? We're going to see exactly how many enemies are in this area, and I'm not going to play with the sun here.
Gather! Gather!
Do you ever do like combo mix-ups where you switch between standard and then magic attack? I think you can still use.
They don't work as well. You mean in Wisdom form or in general?
Well, I meant in terms of since magic still has combos, kind of. If you time it right, you can actually use a combo finisher as a spell instead of a finisher.
I mean, you can, but normally combo finishers are just stronger if you use your combo finishers. With the exception of these shots are terrible in Wisdom form. Wisdom form is what you use for magic boost and the move, but once you run out of magic, it's useless because you can't swing your Keyblade at stuff. Like, the actual bolts of energy are, in fact, useless.
Well, I think the one thing that kind of offsets that is the fact you're able to move freely to avoid incoming attacks, and you can shoot pretty confidently.
Yes. Alright, what was the number I had there? 102?
102 was what we checked last time.
Alright, so that got me 18 kills. Which overall is pretty good, because I can do that, and then if I can get to the next area, that'll get me to level... I gotta do this 2 more times, is what that tells me. Unless Goofy steals a kill. So we'll call it 3 more times.
You might have time to hit the pier to get... oh, wait, no, because you'd have to pass through the middle area there. Would any of the portal areas be viable alternatives?
So I like the portals, but the problem is they've got enemies that are a lot harder to beat.
Okay.
That said, I do have 3 bars left, so I'm gonna run over there and just use cast a couple of thunders. Actually, I'm gonna cast a magnet and then a thunder. That should bring us pretty close.
You had 40 left to hit next level before.
Yeah. Sorry if this is a boring stream, folks, but grinding is as grinding does. I normally wouldn't bother, except the abilities that we get for these forms are relevant. Wisdom form gives us, magic haste and magic raise, as well as, quick run. Limit form gives us lucky, lucky, and draw.
And dodge roll.
Valor form. I mean, I can honestly leave Valor form, but I need to level it up so I can, because they all need to keep pace with each other. Alright, let's see how many more I have to kill. 17. I should be able to get that in this area. Should be, but...
I think you'll be like 3 short.
We'll see. And now I've got full magic for the next area. And that's all she wrote, folks.
Woohoo!
So that's that. And,
Oh, it's level 5 max?
level 5 is max presently.
For now.
When we get Master Form, which is going to be relatively soon, it'll go up to 6 or 7. I think 9 is the max in the final mix. It used to be 7. But yeah, and then like after we get final form, and we don't get final form until after we beat Space Paranoids.
Which level is Space Paranoids? Is that Tron?
That is Tron.
Okay.
Actually, I'm debating if this is the... I'm debating if this mushroom, which is giving me... Well, let's see. How many did we say it got, hitting that mushroom got me in Valor form? Do you remember? It was like 50-something?
What was it?
When I was hitting the mushroom from Mushroom 13. It was...
You got like up to 57 on Valor form.
Okay, 57. That's not really that great. And Quick Run is now at level 2, which means it goes a little bit further. Yes, now I start to blur. Okay, so here's our status right now on Valor. Remember 611, okay, Scribbles?
611.
Okay. We're going to go in here, and I'm going to see how much attacking en masse on these little guys gets me, because it should count each of them as a single hit.
Let's go. Yeah, this is it. It's over.
One of the things that might work out with attacking swarms like this is you're hitting multiple things at once per hit, so maybe it works out a little
Yeah, that's
more.
what I'm trying to figure out. What was that number? 611?
Yes.
Okay, I'm at 686 right now, so that's 75 hits.
Yep.
That is better than what we were. So
How many were you getting when you were doing the Agrabah?
About 50.
Really?
So the problem is, Valor forms by its nature, it starts a ground combo and then immediately takes off into the air, and if enemies like that mushroom, which don't really get stunned, hop around, and the other one which just lays flat, you miss out on all the air combo stuff.
Okay, because I was about to say the
This is why the best place
the
to...
Agrabah one I thought would have been better.
I mean, it's not bad, but like this, if I get 70 hits per, that's not bad, and it's right here. I don't have to move.
Also, it's easier to, instead of going all the way up to the world map.
Exactly.
Although, on that note, would any of the portals be better for this since you're trying to, like, do you attack the towers in the Lilliput now that
No.
you've...
No.
Okay.
So the problem with those doorways is the hammer frames shake the area, making it really bad to use in there. They can take more hits for sure. And the cars have invulnerability frames.
I love the cars.
Um, 733.
Take this. It's over. This is it.
Come on, Sora, get your ass up to that hill. So, what I figured out right there is if you don't do all the way to your combo finishers on that mushroom, so he doesn't pop up into the air, it's actually a lot easier to keep your combo going. If that makes sense.
Can you, like, short hop before you hit the... Because the combo finisher in Valef will be ground smash, right?
Yeah, I do a couple of combos and I just stop and then let it stand back up and then I just keep going. So I don't do the ground smash to knock it into the air. Let's see, how many more do I have? Probably 3 more times. Oh. With that little visit to that guy, I was able to knock off another 40.
It's over. Back off. This is it. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Take this.
Skateboard gets me to where I need to go quicker. It's true, right?
Let's see. We should talk about something to, like, add some backdrop to this level grinding.
Yeah, this is straight up level grinding. Ask me a question about Kingdom Hearts or Disney something in general. I will gladly answer it.
Okay, about Kingdom Hearts. Let me see. Who ended up doing a lot of the arrangement for the music? Would that have been the Final Fantasy composer, or like
that
its
is
team of sorts?
That is something I do not know. Sorry, I was talking more story or gameplay.
Yeah. Okay.
This is what
well, in that case,
I don't know. I mean, you can look that up and we can talk about it. But I know. Oh God, what's her name? She did Simple and Clean and Sanctuary, and her name is.
Actually, she's doing the soundtrack for the newest one too, right?
Yes.
I think it's Hitada Ukata.
Yes, that sounds right. Like my mind was going blank on her name for a moment there.
Yeah, this is it. It's over.
But yeah, no, ask me something else. Come on, hit me questions. This is rapid fire round.
All right. Anyway, Utada Hikaru is the one who did the songs.
Yeah. By the way, I love Simple and Clean a lot. I love the Birth by Sleep version a lot more than I probably should have.
Really? Was it a remix?
It was a slight remix. Here's the thing, though. Whenever I watch a song or listen to a song, I always look at the images that go with it. Alright, we gotta run.
Okay.
And in Birth by Sleep, the imagery is so potent. Like Kingdom Hearts 1, I get it. They didn't really know what they were doing yet because Kingdom Hearts was kind of a new thing. But in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, like the imagery you get between Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, like how Terra and Ventus are like constantly on two intertwined paths, but they're equal and opposite. Terra's more walking in the dark, and Ventus is more walking in the light. And how whenever you see Aqua on screen, she always is like back to back with the two of them as they're walking past her, like not even giving her the time of day.
What the hell?
Well, it's not because she's unimportant, but like her job in that game is, I guess we can dive into some Birth by Sleep stuff. Terra and Aqua at the beginning of the game were taking their mark of mastery, and Aqua passed and became a Keyblade Master, and Terra failed because there was darkness in his attacks, and they were, again, they were being watched by Master Eriquis, aka Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker, and
Wait, what? Hold on, they got the Joker to do the voice for a bad guy in Kingdom Hearts?
He's a good guy, Master Eriquis.
Oh.
He is the light Keyblade Master who taught Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. And they got Master Xehanort, aka Leonard Nimoy, aka Spock, to be Master Xehanort, who is the purveyor of darkness. So right there you have Star Wars versus Star Trek. 10 hits and then we're good to go.
It's over. Yeah.
And I got
That's
pretty grand, right?
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that that mix up.
But yeah, so in Birth by Sleep, after their like thing, that's technically the tutorial level. Master Eriquis is like, Aqua, as a Keyblade Master, you now are allowed certain knowledges that are otherwise, forbidden to people. So he takes her off to the side, and meanwhile Ventus is off doing his own thing, gets, visited by a dude in a mask and black clothes, which, if you've played Kingdom Hearts 1, looked exactly like Riku Replica's outfit, which should warn you that he's a bad guy. And he's just like, oh yeah, he's, leaving you behind. He's not going to care about you now that he becomes a master, talking about Terra. So, Terra and Aqua are sent on a mission to go to the worlds and figure out what the darkness is, because the old Keyblade Master, Yen Sid, who is a master no more. Yen Sid used to be able to wield a Keyblade, by the way. Warned everybody that, there's emotions running wild, and that's where the Unversed came from. Because you weren't fighting Heartless in that game, you were fighting Unversed, which every version of it had one of three faces. Anger, sadness, and fear, I think?
So, okay, so I actually did not hear about that. What, in concept are the Unversed? Are they also related to the way that Heartless and Nobodies are formed, or are they something else?
They are beings that are okay. So they're not in the beginning of the game. They're just like, oh, there are these things called Unversed, and we're not really going to talk about them.
Right.
They don't really explain where they come from until the tail end of the game. Oh, right. I need to Sonic Rave this sucker.
Give me strength. Yeah. This is it. Give me strength.
Judgment!
It's over.
You have been judged. Sorry. So yeah, it's not. Where the Unversed came from, it turns out. You remember I just told you that there was a dude who looked like the Riku replica.
When you say Riku replica, are you talking about when the Xehanort's Heartless had taken him over and he had that weird outfit?
Okay, yes, that the Riku replica exclusively wore that outfit. But the Riku replica was in Chain of Memories, and it was a clone made by the organization members who we do not see in this game that are killed, and they are the absent silhouettes around, to confuse Sora. And Sora fights him thinking it's the actual Riku who would fall into the darkness. Turns out, it's not. It's just, a thing that they created to mess with him. And later on it gains sentience and turns on the organization, and Riku ultimately ends up destroying it. Yeah, no, it's pretty ridiculous what they did with that thing. But yeah, so, that kind of outfit, like the purple bodysuit with, the weird, like, waistband white feather thing, as well as let's see, I got new abilities. But in that game, the Unversed were actually created by this dude whose name is Vanitas. And Master Ericus's shtick, or I'm sorry, Master Xehanort's shtick was he had a apprentice which was Ventus, and Ventus could not serve his purpose because he was trying to create the Keyblade, the ultimate Keyblade, which combined, a powerful heart of light and powerful heart of darkness. And he was trying to, groom Ventus into being this person. And Ventus was just weak, so what he did was he literally tore Ventus apart. The Ventus that was left over was a amnesiac who just had light in his heart, and Vanitas was the darkness in Ventus's heart. Note, Heartless were not a thing yet in the world at this point in time.
Okay.
And the Unversed come from Vanitas. He creates them, and he even says it out like when you're fighting him in the finale of the game. He's just like, it's funny. You think you're destroying the Unversed by going around and killing them. Their emotions, they feed off of the people's emotions from the worlds, and then when you destroy them, their anger comes back to me, and I can just create them all over again.
Oh.
And I'm like, wow! And ultimately, at the end of Birth by Sleep, Ventus faces off against Vanitas, and they both end up fighting in his heart. And that's one of the final boss fights, is you're trying to, and that's why Ventus had to seek sanctuary in Sora's heart, because they literally used his heart as a battlefield. And,
God damn.
And it broke it in half. Meanwhile, on the outside, Vanitas was winning the fight for the heart for a long time, so his Ventus's body was taken over by Vanitas. So Aqua and King Mickey had to fight him. King Mickey takes a blast to the face and gets knocked unconscious like a punk. And Aqua has to take over. And then Mickey is pretty much KO'd for the rest of the game, which it was the end of the game, so it didn't matter. But that's why Mickey is doing everything he's doing in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. It's because he failed epically in Birth by Sleep, and he lost all three of his friends, Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, as a result.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Mickey's got a lot to unpack there.
Which I think is the most that anyone has ever, given him to unpack in a story he's been in.
Yes. We will continue this conversation next time, but at this point, I'm going to take a look. We got more Kairi Link here, and we now have Sayax. Cool. Timeless River, what did we do here? Missions. We have fought the thing, we have to beat it in 19 seconds, and mini-games. Alright, and Twilight Town, we're just going to look over here. We now have Cypher, Ra, Fu, and Vivi in our character lists. Story about how Kairi was in there. Album, we now have a few new pictures of Kairi arriving. And the road onward. Which is one of the only pictures we get of Sora opening up the gates between. And lastly, the Twilight Town stuff. Oh, wait, missions. You still with me, Scribbles? Scribbles?
Oh, hello.
Sorry, you cut out there for a second, my friend. I don't know what happened.
I know. I'm not sure if it looked like my entire Discord had to reset or something.
Weird. And now we've also fought Nobody's this guy, the Berserker.
Uh-huh.
I'm just looking through the journal real quick, because this is pretty much the end of this one. Oh.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, that picture's almost done. Daylight's got a few more. What did we just get? This? No, that's gonna stay there. He's gonna be over here somewhere.
I'm actually watching the playback, and it's kind of funny just how good the timing of my thing reconnecting was.
Yeah.
Like, you just asked for me, and you were like, wait, where are you? And then I answered, and it worked out.
Perfect timing. Alright, so we're good here. We are now going to head out, and it's time to go to Hollow Bastion now that we have, at this point, leveled up all of our stuff. And I'm pretty sure Valor Form, Wisdom Form, and Limit Form will still gain experience if we keep doing their stuff. Like, 47 is a very weird spot for a summon to be left off at. So, in theory, we could technically keep power leveling these guys, so as soon as level 6 becomes available, they'll just become level 6. Notice, it's
that
not...
would be nice.
Yeah. But we're not going to do that. We got stuff to do. So we're going to end this stream now. And again, folks, what we were just doing here, this was the Twilight Town bit. And we were power leveling up our drive forms because, oh, we need those abilities.
They're going to come in handy.
They're going to come in very handy, especially for what's about to happen. So next time, we're going to be heading to Hollow Bastion, where there's a strange darkness around us, around the entire world. Seen there. And that, I believe, is going to be the 1,000 Heartless fight, which is the official halfway point of the game. And it's only taken me 21 hours to get here. Lordy Lord.
We'd spend some time grinding and then the cutscenes. So.
And gummy missions I've spent at least 3 hours on at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, everybody, thanks for tuning in. And again, I'm Izzy Craze 365.
Scribbled Slate.
And we'll catch you all next time. Peace out, everybody.
Ciao.